Construction Calculator is an Android app available from Snappy Appz. This software is available on the Google Play Store as a free, ad-driven version and a paid, ad-free version. The software is designed with construction tradesmen in mind and was created by tradesmen who work in the field. Construction Calculator is a very comprehensive package, and we highly recommend you watch this tutorial and our entire tutorial series in their entirety so that you can get the most out of Construction Calculator. We have included links to all the associated videos below in the write-up. While Construction Calculator has many handy modes, such as a full-featured triangle calculator and an arcs and sectors mode, in this tutorial we will be concentrating on the scale functions. With that said, let's take a look at the app. The scale buttons can be found in the lower right corner and are the purple buttons with the X colon and the colon X. So first thing we'll do is we'll enter a scale. So a common scale on drawings is 1/16 to a foot. So let's go ahead and enter that one first. So to enter a scale, we'll hit 1, numerator inch, 16, denominator inch. That'll give us our 1/16 inch. We'll put that in the from button of the scale, which is X colon. And then we'll hit 1 foot, so 1 foot button, and we'll put that in the to scale button, which is the colon X. And now you'll see up on our scale display, we have our scale 1/16 inch equals 1 foot on the drawing. Or I should say 1/16 inch on the drawing equals 1 foot in real life. So that's our one scale we have in. So we're going to put a couple scales in just to show our scale list. So let's now put in 1/8 inch equals a foot. So we'll go ahead and go 1/8 inch. Scale from 1 foot. Scale to. And let's go ahead and put in 1/4 equals a foot. 1/4 inch. And 1 foot in the to scale. And of course you can do metric scales. So let's put in 1 to 500 scale. And we'll do a 1 to 250 scale as well. Just going through these to show you how to enter them. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of scales in. Now I can show you the scale list. So our active scale is obviously up in the scale display. But if you hit the list button while scale display is active, you will see all our scales are saved in here. And so let's go ahead and go back out to 1/16 inch equals a foot. So that'll put that as active up in the display. So now how the scale display or how the scaling mode works is now any dimension we enter into the calculator will be automatically scaled into this green result button. So let's go ahead and put in 2 inches. And you'll see that 2 inches on our drawing is 32 feet in the real world. So what you're doing is you're taking your tape measure, or your ruler if you're in the office, and you're taking a measurement on the drawing. And so you might measure 3.5 inches on the drawing, and you're going to put that into your calculator. So say 3.5, and it's going to give you your dimension in real life, so 56 feet. Of course, an easier way to do that would be to go 3.5 inches, but either way, and that gives us 56 feet. And you can actually use that result by clicking on it. So say you were dividing up a space of 56 feet, you could call that 56 feet back out, and then divide by 5 or whatever you need to give you your measurement. So that comes in pretty handy for scaling a drawing. Another feature that makes this very handy is you can actually take multiple measurements on your drawing. So say you were measuring out the distance of a conduit run for an electrical job. You might measure out multiple distances on the drawing. So say you measured across the drawing 11 inches. So you can put that in. And then you measured up the drawing 5.5 inches. And say you measured back to the electrical room 2 inches. And so you can do all those calculations, get your total distance here, and that'll give you your scale at 296 feet, and that'll give you your total conduit run. And then say you wanted to put a bunch of wires in that conduit, you could recall this. Say you're going to put 5 wires in that conduit, and you can get your total wire measurement just based off of measuring tape and a drawing. So that can come in handy. Now, where this also comes in handy is if your drawing doesn't have a scale. So say it was printed out improperly, or it was stretched during printout, or it just simply doesn't have a scale, or you don't trust the scale and you want to double check it. What you can do with this is you can actually make your own scale. So what you do is you take a measurement in real life. So on a residential drawing, you might take, say, a distance of the kitchen, or on a commercial job, you'd take a real life distance from column to column. So let's use that example. So we measure from column to column in the building and say we get 25 feet. So now we go 25 feet. We put it into the 2 button this time. And then we measure that same distance on the drawing column to column. So say on the column to column on the drawing is 2 inches. So now we have a scale in here of 2 inches equals 25 feet. And now we can actually take measurements on our drawing, whatever measurement we want. So say we measured 4.5 inches on that same drawing, and we know it's 56'3". So it can come in very handy for drawings with no scale, or drawings that aren't printed to scale, which is a more common thing that I see in the trade. I hope you really enjoy our app and that it saves you tons of time. If you require more help, please be sure to check out our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to keep up to date with new tutorials and apps. Also, check us out on Instagram under Snappy Appz. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.